Hello, I'm Greg Feinsinger, MD. I am a retired family physician. I was in family practice in Glenwood Springs, Colorado for 42 years. And as a family physician, I was always interested in prevention. About 15 years ago, I started a heart attack, stroke, and diabetes prevention center in the group that I was working at. And the reason I did that is that most people in this country die from heart attacks, and almost all heart attacks are preventable. Unfortunately, most heart attacks are not prevented, and it's a case of follow the money. In any case, I did not know anything about nutrition. I didn't learn anything about it in medical school, and I would just recommend whatever diet was in vogue at the time to my patients. But then about 7 or 8 years ago, a nurse practitioner friend suggested to my wife and me that we read a book called The China Study by T. Colin Campbell, MD, who's one of the two doctors featured in the documentary Forks Over Knives, the other one being Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn. But in any case, Dr. Campbell was the lead scientist in the China study, which is the biggest epidemiologic study that's ever been done. So an epidemiologic study is where you study a big group of people and see what they eat, see what diseases they get, and what they die from. And what Dr. Campbell found in China was that the people who were too poor to be able to afford to eat animal protein did not have all these chronic diseases that we get in countries on a Western diet. And I'm talking about obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, atherosclerosis, which is another name for hardening the arteries, which causes heart attacks and strokes, diabetes, autoimmune diseases such as MS, inflammatory diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, dementia, including Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, and many kinds of cancer, in particular breast, colon, and prostate. And there are many other studies that have been done since then that have confirmed that a plant-based whole foods, meaning unprocessed diet with no salt, sugar, or added oil, is the healthiest diet that we can eat. And if we eat that diet, we stack the deck in our favor for living a long life, which is also a good quality of life, which is the most important thing. And people on this diet not only don't have all these chronic diseases that we spend so much money treating in this country and other Western countries, but particularly in the United States, but they also feel better. And that's certainly important. You know, quality of life is important. And so my wife and I went on this diet, and I didn't think I needed to lose weight, but in retrospect I did, because I was on a pill for hypertension, and I was on a pill for prediabetes, in addition to the highest dose possible of a statin drug and also the highest dose there is of niacin. And in a month, I lost 12 pounds, and ever since then, I've weighed what I did when I graduated from high school, and that's a good rule of thumb for people my age. I'm in my late 70s, and also I feel better. And so in a month, when I lost that weight, I no longer had to take a pill for prediabetes or high blood pressure, because those things resolved, and I was able to cut way back on my cholesterol medication. And I started telling my heart attack prevention patients about this. And most of them were willing to go along with it, and they had amazing results, better than any drug or combination of drugs that I had given them over all those 42 years that I was in practice. And so in my retirement, I have a nonprofit called Prevention and Treatment of Disease Through Nutrition, and I do a lot of volunteer work promoting plant-based nutrition, because I think that's the answer to so many people's health problems, and also for the expensive health industry that we have in this country. I've been asked to offer one challenge to people and just ask them to change one thing. I think that's difficult to do, because I think they need to do a combination of things. But if I had to just choose one thing, I would say eat more plant-based food. And so half of what you eat every day should be a variety of vegetables. And the other half of what you eat every day ideally should be fruit and whole grains. I hope this helps. If you would like to reach out to me, I'm happy to help. No charge, 970-379-5718.